Welcome to Finding Completion. This series is exploring my time in-game as a maxed RuneScape player. For me, getting max stats meant changing my goals totally as a player. I was no longer chasing 99s. I'm finding enjoyment in other aspects of the game. Boss collection logs, clue scrolls, virtual level 120 skills, achievements, and rune score. The beauty about this game is carving out an adventure for yourself regardless of if that adventure is of value to other players. Why don't you come join me on my adventure as I find completion? So I got Brawling Gloves for fire making, and maybe that's not that big of a deal, but I've never gotten fire making brawlers before. At the end of the last video, I mentioned that I had some fire making Brawling Gloves. So first order of business today is we are going to get through all of these fire making Brawling Gloves. I believe I have on all the boosts that I can possibly get for fire making. I have on my Crystal Tinderbox and then Orthan Furnace Core. I have the Ring of Fire. I can't wear the accompanying gloves because of the Brawling Gloves. So I think this is all the bone. Actually, hold on. Okay, so I grabbed a Knowledge Bomb out of my bank. I believe this does stack with doing Brawling Gloves. I'm not totally sure. I have been doing fishing brawlers also. I did get them, and I've been doing them daily with a Dwarven Fishing Rod and the Divine Rocktail Bubbles, but I'm not finished with them yet. I've done fishing brawlers before. I've gained so far around 700k XP or so with those brawlers. But at any rate, let's go ahead and give this a shot. Holy shit. That's a lot of XP. Alright, so 3,896 XP. Let's use the Knowledge Bomb. What are we getting now? Yep, definitely an increase. Alright, so 4,346 XP a piece. That's insane. Up at the top right here, this is my total XP that I've gained so far. So this is an accurate number as far as how much XP I'm gaining from these. So let's go ahead and get through these logs and see how much XP I actually get. I will definitely level. There's a 100% chance that I'm going to level doing this. And I have 1,193 logs that I can burn. So you'll see I used a few less than I had originally for charges because the brazier saves you logs. You can see in my chat it says portable brazier saved you a log. So yeah. Oh, I forgot my brooch of the gods. All right, back to it. Actually, we'll extend this. We'll use 3 for now. All right, let's see how we do. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. No more Brawling Gloves. Perfectly timed. I did that on purpose. Totally did that on purpose. 5.4 million experience from this. That's unreal. That is so much experience. That's way more than I was anticipating. Fire making brawlers, kind of awesome. I still have 18 minutes left on a Knowledge Bomb. I had to do a second Knowledge Bomb, so this took me right around an hour and 40 minutes to use that brawler. So I'm just going to go spend this 18 minutes doing, I don't know, maybe some agility or something, just to utilize the rest of the time. I lied. I'm going to do my construction daily challenge. So we'll do that first before we do anything else. Okay. All done with that. Let's go ahead and we'll finish out the last 10 minutes or so doing some agility since it's half an hour. I also have some agility brawlers. I know I could do Anachronia. I really don't feel like it right now. I got 10 minutes. I'm just going to kill that at Heffen. It's easier. Knowledge Bomb is gone. I got 2 strange rocks, and that reminds me of something. Okay, I got these 2 construction rocks when I was just doing my daily. So we'll throw those in there, and that reminds me, I'm missing one golden rock. I know I'm kind of like all over the place at this point, but I want to go get this last divination rock so I can fill this statue and then start collecting these again. I just finished this statue, so most of these are not filled in at this point. But anyway, let's go get this last divination rock, and then I'll be able to start fresh, brand new again. Alright, I got my golden rock. Let's go ahead and make the statue, and then we'll pick this back up in the morning, because I'm getting kind of tired tonight. Alright, here we go. Alright, time to start all over again. Alright, so I realized I have two new 120s, so summoning and smithing. I don't have the capes for them though. I'm still wearing the crafting one. So let's go ahead and go pick up those capes quick. I don't remember where they are. I'm pretty sure the smithing one is out at Thurgo. Thurgo. Are you home? I've mastered the skill. There we go. Alright, we'll clear the customization for now. And there we go. Smithy cape. That actually goes pretty well with my whole outfit. So I'm gonna keepsake this. I gotta get to a bank first though. Let's go ahead and get the summoning one. I don't actually know where that one is. I'm gonna go ahead and assume that it's in Taverley, but I have no idea. So we'll go on a bit of an adventure and try to figure this out. Let's see if Pickup Sticks has it, because he has the regular summoning cape. Buy it for 120 coins? Yes. And there we go. Skill cape of summoning. Very cool. We're at a bank. Got our 2 skill capes. We'll keepsake these. I've been keepsaking all of my 120 capes. I'm probably not going to continue to do that, but I really like smithing and the summoning cape. I will probably keepsake agility, and then whenever construction becomes a reality, that one as well. There are a couple of them that I like, but I mean, really the only two that I'm actively kind of trying for are agility and construction slowly. So we'll see when the time comes. I don't want to just keepsake every single cape, because like, as much as I like the attack cape, because it was, one of my first 99s, I'm not going to wear this. It just, like, it doesn't go well with how I look, but yeah, let's go ahead and we'll keepsake these two. Okay, very cool. So we have our 2 capes keepsaked. I'm going to throw on the smithing one, I think. I don't know. What goes better? Decisions. We'll throw on the smithing one for now. Alright, why don't we tackle some achievements now? Actually get into some progression, if you will. So, I was thinking, there are a lot of skill achievements that I want to do. And I know I only have these couple left, but I'm gonna tackle these soon, not right this second. What I did want to tackle now though is in summoning. Now that I have 120, I figured it'd be a good time to clear this out. I would have done this beforehand, but I wasn't planning on getting 120, to be completely honest. So basically, this is just making a familiar, every type of familiar, for each charm. And I do have enough charms to make one of each of these, but it is going to be a bit of a process in order to actually gather all of the stuff that I need for all this. Like, there's so many of these, and some of them are probably going to be a real nightmare to actually gather. So yeah, I mean, why don't we go ahead, we'll start tackling this. We'll do gold first, because I only have 3 of these left. I made a handful of them when I was doing there was a corp achievement to where you had to have the corporal beast eat several different familiars, and many of them were gold familiars. So I only have 3 left as a result from making the pouches for that achievement. So let's start with these 3. To start things off, I decided to work on my gold charms first. I only needed to do 3 pouches, so it would be pretty quick. I just decided to buy everything I needed on the Grand Exchange, and I got a proboscis, a swamp toad, and marigolds. After getting these items from the Grand Exchange, I just teleported to the Amlod district, I made my 3 pouches, and I got my achievement for making all of the gold charm familiars. Next, I moved on to green, and I started by grabbing any item out of my bank that could be used to make the needed pouches. The only reagents I had for these pouches were a unicorn horn and a raw shark. I started by buying the different types of whirligig shells for the Holy Scarab pouch. After virtually getting given the middle finger, I decided that I would just farm for these myself. I then got a guam leaf, guthatrice egg, zamatrice egg, cockatrice egg, which unsurprisingly I had to pay 100k for, and a pangatrice egg, which I also needed to buy for 100k. Now we get to the most bullshit item of all, the volatrice egg. After unsuccessfully trying to buy this item for 150k, then 200k, then 400k, I wanted to see where you can actually get this item from so I could just get it myself. It's only obtained as a rare drop from Spirit Implings. Wanting to try my luck, I successfully bought 2 Spirit Impling jars and was awarded with the equivalent of just dropping 30k on the ground. I decided to leave them both in the Grand Exchange to hopefully buy as I obtained the rest of my items. I went back on the Grand Exchange and I grabbed a Ruby Harvest and a Water Orb. For the last few items I needed, I decided I would just gather them real quick. This would be a bucket of sand that I got from the Ithel district, a gold ring I smelted, a willow branch I forgot to buy, and a harpoon from the Catherby fishing shop. With a bag of useless items, I went back to the Amlod district to craft my pouches. There's no achievement yet, as I still needed to gather a few items for the remaining familiars I needed to craft. Just like the greens, I started by grabbing stuff I had laying around and then quickly claimed some free wolf bones from the summoning shop. Then, I got willingly ripped off by buying useless items on the Grand Exchange again. I got myself some vampire dust, a free tinderbox from the general store, snake hide, 500 grams of granite, a talon beast charm that's been sitting in my bank since 2007 for some reason, 3 demon claws that I will surely not fuck up crafting as they belong to different pouches, Dagonoth hide, a green salamander, honeycomb, an iron ingot, 3 phoenix quills, and red flowers. With animosity in my heart for the task I gave myself, I was off to gather some more items. I started by smithing myself a bronze claw. I grabbed a bag plant 1 from the vendor in the Falador garden. This was soon followed up by my brain turning into an actual bowl of soup, which resulted in me using the 3 demon claws on 1 pouch rather than the 3 individual ones. Realizing this wasn't anything a little reckless shopping couldn't fix, I purchased myself 2 more demon claws on the Grand Exchange. After carefully reconstructing the remnants of my cerebrum, I successfully made 2 familiar pouches. I then went ahead, made the remainder of the pouches that I was able to with the items in my inventory. Just like the greens, I still needed a few items to finish off the achievement. Moving on to the final charms of the blues, I went ahead and started hoarding junk like I did with the previous charms. I gathered a bronze, iron, steel, mithril, and adamant bar from my metal storage, grabbed a jug of water, potato cactus, water talisman, chinchompa, and raw beef from my bank, and then I made a fishbowl using some molten glass. It was then time to be fiscally irresponsible again. This started off by me buying some Grak fur, Larpia fur, an air talisman for 10 times its mid price, Kayat fur for a cool 100k, a fire talisman, and an earth talisman. I then made a shocking discovery. Much like the Talon Beast charms, I realized I had some obsidian charms that have certainly been hiding in the dark, godless depths of my bank since the year 2008. I happily grabbed 2 of them, and I ran to the Amlod district to make my pouches. With only a few pouches left for the green, crimson, and blue charm achievements, I made myself a to-do list to gather the last of the reagents I needed. For the last leg of this achievement journey, I went and grabbed 1 more obsidian charm since I found them for my blues, And then I had to farm the 3 whirligig shells that I didn't have. These were the plain, gliding, swift, and hasty. I already had the speedy in my bank. From there, I entered the abyss to get some abyssal charms. I thought it would take a few to get any of them, but I filled up on a couple pretty quickly. I didn't mind having a few extras since I could just make some abyssal titans for rune crafting. Now at this point, I needed a Ravager, Torture, Spinner, and Shifter charm. For those of you who are uninformed, these come from the Void Knight outposts and are bought using the pest control minigame currency. I have a full set of ranged Void in my bank. I got that years ago. Thinking maybe that I had some stocked up commendations, I went to the island in search of the vendor. Once I got there, I realized I had a single commendation. I would need 8 to buy everything I needed. At this point, I was mentally preparing myself to have to do pest control in 2022. After checking both pest control worlds and not seeing a single soul, I had lost all hope of this being an easy road. Lucky for me, I have access to the internet, and I decided to do some research. Turns out, there's one other way to get these charms. They're in the Thaler reward shop. With excitement, I teleported to Gamer's Grotto. After a bit of searching the shop, I found my charms in the skill gear section. I happily paid my 16 thaler and I got my 4 charms. With all the items I needed, I teleported to the Amlod district to finish off these achievements. After making my final few pouches, I was able to receive the red achievement for the Crimson Charm pouches, and the Of Your Colors Were Like My Dreams achievement for blue charms. I was then confused. Where were my other 2 achievements? To my surprise, I checked the menu and I totally forgot. I never successfully purchased a Volatrice egg. I ran to the Grand Exchange, eager to hemorrhage some more cash, and I was able to buy a Volatrice egg successfully for the low price of 950k. Back at the Amlod district, I got my green charm achievement, which was the 4th one needed for the Charmer Chameleon achievement. I no longer had any achievements left for summoning. Alright folks, and there you have it. So if we take a look at the achievements menu, we go over to skills, there is no longer a summoning choice here in the skills menu because I have show completed turned off, but we'll turn that back on. Summoning, 19 out of 19. So we have all of the summoning achievements that give you rune score. As far as rune score goes, we have 21,070 rune score. So this is an increase from 20,745 that we had last episode. I know I didn't shout it out, but if you paid really close attention, I showed the achievements interface when I was doing artisan workshop grinding and I had to buy the Luminite injector. So it was technically a little bit more than 20,745. It'd be 20,750 after the Luminite injector achievement, but still. So from 20,750, this is an increase of 320 rune score. And here is the overall overview that I got going on currently. Those achievements were nice to get out of the way. There are still plenty of skills achievements that I have to do, but I really just wanted to do the summoning ones to get them off my plate because I have 120 summoning at this point, just so I don't have to worry about it or feel like I have to go back to it at some point. But yeah, a couple of these I will do kind of, you know, just as I play the game. This one, Stone's Throw Away, like we saw today, I'm working on those statues. It is gonna take a while. I'm not in a rush. I'm not even really set on trimmed comp as a goal right now. I'm not sure. There are a couple of achievements in here that just really I don't have any willingness to go for at all. Like this one right here, Master of Assault. Achieve maximum rank in each barbarian assault role. I have no idea how impossible it's going to be to find anybody running barbarian assault, let alone people running it long enough to get max rank in each role. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see how I feel in the future. But as of right now, I'm slowly chipping away at some of the longer ones. I know something like Master Angler. That one's going to take a long time too for purchasing the Champion's Tackle box. But yeah, at any rate, thank you guys so much for watching today. Next episode is going to be really special because I managed to get something on my account that legitimately changes a lot for me and is a really big deal. So I will very much share that with you guys next episode. Until then, thank you so much for watching. I hope you liked. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.